Mate, the most wasted day of all is a day when no one laughed. Laughter is the best medicine. So we indulge our comedians, they make us laugh and tell us stories about ourselves. Isn't it Lindelang? Whether you love Steve Harvey, Goldie Hawn, Whoopi Goldberg, but in South Africa, I've got one of the most dynamic, versatile actress, a radio presenter, and comedian extraordinaire. Celeste Ntuli. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my God, I feel like so about to courage. This is me. This is me.
No, but absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Oh my God.
No, but it is true. You're venturing into an industry, whether ngapa or pesheya, that is dominated by males.
Yeah.
And the sense of humor, isn't it?
I don't understand why people always like. I think it is one of those things that we're unfortunately dominated by males. It doesn't necessarily mean, it doesn't take away from whether girls are funny or women are funny or not.
Absolutely.
And quite honestly, women are funnier. Baby showers and all those things, Jesus Christ, you know you gotta crack up. Women are funnier. We are funny in our behavior, we are funny in how you look at things, because we're detailed. But it's because most of the time, I think what has made it maybe a male-dominated kind of a thing is because maybe it started at the bars and maybe it was not the conventional spaces for women. But in terms of humor as such, I believe that women are funny. They are. It's just that, of course, we hindered by, should I say this as a woman or should I attack this topic as a woman? There's always that stigma, or I don't know, I can't call it stigma, I think.
Yeah.
It's just a thought. Like
but then why haven't I found or seen enough? Because you get guys that are featured in some theater or venue and it's 6 male comedians and then there'll be 1 female. But sisters, you've had the queens of comedy. When are we having the sisters coming together and doing a tour, man?
We once did in this country the show, John was putting it together, but the name of the show is called B.I. Cheers.
Yeah.
It was not as quaint as that.
Yeah.
But what has made that is because, you know, as women, we have this thing. On your prime time of working hard and achieving things, it's exactly the prime time where you have to use your eggs. In other words, become a woman that you know. And then certain things, some people are like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? How am I going to start a life going on performing every night? And, you know, what is my man going to say? People ask me that. You know, like, start up his cat. Probably because Tumbraka has got a husband that she's been with since, you know, varsity days.
And he's also in the entertainment
also in the industry. But if someone is not, some men will find difficulties.
But this is your gift.
That's why I'm like, well, we should just hang out on the cable guy. Because I'm not stopping.
Yeah. Because this is you.
And I think there's freedom to it. There's huge, like I started acting 5 years ago. This was my debut thing. I've never had any production. I didn't know where was the light. Like light, yes, and I'm dark. Pumelele is light.
Yeah.
So I take a lot to believe. Now I know people like ngabona ma foil. Say him lo. Am I that dark? But I've understood though the power and the freedom that the comedy comes with. Because what I write is what I perform. So intellectual property right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right now I'm doing my tour, which I've written. And when my former agent would not agreeing to give me pics and stuff, I was like, okay, no, let's start from the scratch. But I've understood how much power there is in understanding your craft from the beginning. You know, because I paid for my photo shoot, I did my posters, I created the name for the show, I wrote the show.
Wow.
You know, and now it's my show, fully, you know?
Our comedians are very fussy, like proper hip-hop stars when it comes to intellectual property.
So much.
Because you write these jokes, you create them, and they're comedians that do the most sacrilegious thing ever to take your jokes.
It's a personal sport, Loiso said. Loiso Kola once said this to me, and it has always stuck with me. It is a personality sport because we might make jokes about the same thing, but it's where we come from with it. You know what I mean? My point of view is not the same as the next person.
Absolutely.
And my experiences and where I draw from is not the same. So we can talk about the parliament and South Africa and love and all the cliche, not so cliche, normal, not so normal topics.
Robin Williams, what he used to do if he thought something was funny, he used to visit these bars where up-and-coming comedians would be, and he would actually pay you good money for that joke or whatever that said. And
in America, they get writers. They have money enough to hire writers. But I think, I'm not sure about that process. I think I would have loved to, at least, if maybe, I don't know how people get to the point where their jokes are written as such.
Are you proud of Trevor?
I'm very, oh my God, so much. And I'm happy that at least I got a chance to work with him. The last show I did with him, I was hosting in Durban and he was performing. So I always look at the DVD, I'm like, hey, girl. and he spoke about me on 702.
Wow.
And and actually, I didn't even know. Celeste Ntuli said to me, hey, now big.
Yeah.
Trevor, no, we are great friends. What me now? Went on YouTube. I'm like, oh God. And it was asked the very most important question. Who's the funniest person you think in the country? And he mentioned myself. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And I think because I understand now that I'm in the right path. I did the Comedy Central Festival where there was Jeff Ross, Hannibal Harris. And I look at Hannibal Harris now opening for Chris Rock, and I'm like, oh my God, this guy said I'm hilarious.
Jeez.
This guy stood up when I was performing and gave me a standing ovation. It's amazing, you know? Jeff Ross is a big roaster.
Really?
I've worked with him. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm onto something very big here. So as much as I can have all other stuff, comedy, there's a bigger freedom for me. And in actual fact, it's literally one thing that has created my life. Because I used to be just a job person.
What about Africa? Intercontinental comedy?
Yay! I'm going to Nigeria.
Hold on. Naja? Why are you doing Nigeria?
I'm going to get my husband. No, but...
you going to be a pastor?
No, my brother. I'm not going to deal with imaginary friend. No, but Basketman is the one who's booking me for the show.
Yeah?
So
I'm
happy. Oh, so
it's
hilarious.
Funny.
I've been meaning to go a couple of... That's why I'm happy. Because it's something that I've been planning for like 3 years. I've been trying. Oh my God, it's just going to take me. And I'm enjoying that energy that is happening between the artists within the continent. Exchanging from music. And I wish it can grow. You know, from music to comedy to acting. Imagine if we have that kind of a... Because we are the ones who sell our own stories.
We're sitting with Sister Celeste, is a comedian and actress and writer and producer of your own show. We're coming back.
Oh my God.
So Celeste, stay with us.